I cannot believe ICE did. It's not even ICE. It's all of this shit. This is nuts. And I'm gonna say it. I'm not. Country is going to a scary place. We got the fucking Gestapo running around. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Um, ICE is ICE are Nazis. ICE is the Gestapo. And the idea that people, the vice president, believes that we are supposed to, or that they are supposed to go door to door, knocking on doors and pulling people from their homes in an attempt to deport them, um, is Nazi behavior. It's Nazi behavior. These guys are the Gestapo, and it is very dangerous. It's extremely dangerous because it will get to a point where people are going to they're going to defend themselves. They're going to defend themselves one way or another, and quite frankly, I fear for my people. I fear for black people in particular as it comes to these things. I fear for um brown people. I fear for um Hispanics. I fear for people of Muslim descent. I fear for Muslims. I fear for black people. I fear for indigenous people. I fear for anybody that is a person of color that could possibly get swept up in this bullshit. I fear for my students. Shit, I fear for my children. I fear for myself. Um, because it's just very, while it is very uncertain times, it is quite literally uncertain times. At the same time, there are still a lot of certainties, and I think that is the part that is probably one of the most understated, but also the most kind of quietly known things. Like we've seen this before. We have history books that we have studied this for years. It is part of American history. When you do world history or European history, even U.S. history, we always cover one way or another World War II. We always cover it. Now, some of course are more in depth than others and whatnot, but we always make our way to World War II and the things that Hitler did and his rise to power and propaganda and everything that he used to initiate World War II as well as the Holocaust. And we are seeing that quite boldly reenacted. It's almost a play by play thing. It's just like you take a book and you recycle it and then you just boom, right? He's not even sampling the beat. He's just saying, run it back, just run it back. And Trump and all of this is it's just very, very scary. And I think that's probably the biggest way I have to explain it. So now we're watching what's going on in Minnesota being yet another ground zero for potential civil. I wouldn't even just call it unrest. Like it's deeper than that. It has the potential at least to be deeper than that. We know what happened with George Floyd was murdered, but now we have everything that's going on now with Miss Good being murdered as well. It's I don't know what the boiling point is, but I'm sure that the pot is rattling. Like something has to give, and I always gonna put my faith in the people. I think the people. we the people, right, um, are definitely much stronger. Um, I also think that we have not, made our final form yet. Um, we have not formed together like Voltron yet. We have not become the Megazord yet. It's just, pockets. And that's also a problem because as long as we are not unified, they still get the chance to run rampant and do the bullshit that they do. And that bullshit will continue. Because again, it's a play by play of what happened in the past, and everybody, oh no, this is good. Oh no, 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 he's not this, he's not this, he's this, he's that. Meanwhile, there was always a group of people that told you all along that this is bad. So here we are again. Um, and it's looking bleak yet again. Um, so I don't know. I got several emails today because I work in a school. I got several emails today instructing us on protocol should ICE show up to our building. Um, and I know that it's a possibility. I know that it's a possibility. Um, and that, I don't know. I know, but I don't know. It's scary and it scares me. Not that I'm living in fear, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I believe I know what I'm gonna do. Um, but what? I I'm worried again about my students. I treat my students, all of my students, as if they were my own. Um, and that's how I educate. That's how I school counsel. That's how I do my job. I feel it would be a disservice to them if I did not teach them or instruct them or guide them or counsel them or support them in a similar fashion as if I would do my own children or as if I would want somebody to work with my children. Um, because when I see these kids, they look like me. When I see these kids, they act like me when I was that age. Um, when I see these kids, I see, what my own actual children could look like. Um, and I would be distraught should something happen to them. Um, so I do feel in this very rounded, but it's just a weird way that I do feel like I am emotionally preparing myself for some type of war that, pray to God may it never actually come to pass, or a big situation that may never come to pass. I do not want to have to console my students because we had to like keep them in a class or try to, deter ICE from either taking them out the building or waiting for them outside the school or anything like that. It would blow my mind. I It's tough. It's tough. Um but that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Um yeah, I'm preparing myself, and I guess in a way I'll also have to prepare my students in some strange way, shape, or form for a fight for their lives. Um pray it be not a physical fight, but it is like a spiritual and emotional and even an existential fight for their lives, because there is this large group of people that do not believe that they have ownership of their own life, ownership over their own space, in this country. in this city, in this state. Um, and I fear for them. I fear for them in a way um, that touches me deeply, and I weep for them. Um, I weep for them, but I will fight for them. Um, I will move mountains for them, and I will protect them. I will protect them because that is um, something I essentially have sworn to do, just by being in this position, by having this title. It is something that I am bound to, um, and since they are me and I am them in this way, um, it is my duty. It is my duty. It is my duty and part of my purpose. Um, so offhand thing, just had to kind of get that one